Hello, Ms. Tara Bartlett. In preparation for your presentation at the 2021 UNESCO DCMÉT Chair Symposium, thank you for participating in this interview. Please tell us about yourself.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for having me. My name is Tara Bartlett. I am currently a doctoral student at Arizona State University in Tempe, Arizona. And prior, I was a social studies and English language arts teacher in the public school system in Mesa, Arizona for about 15 years, where I taught social studies and English language arts to middle school students, specifically with this kind of in-between space of civics and how that bleeds out into the further community. My current research is building off of those experiences. As a teacher, it fascinated me of these in-between spaces. And currently I'm looking at civics and democratic education based in politics and social and educational cleavages in terms of both the informal learning spaces and formal learning spaces that students experience in their day-to-day lives and their greater communities. And this really just kind of complements that long-standing debate amongst the informal and formal educational spaces.
Great, thanks. And what are your concerns about your country or region at the moment?
Yeah, we've had quite a tumultuous year, I think, in many aspects. And one of them being overarching is just the polarization. We can look at this in terms of politics, of course, elections, and even right now looking at different states across the US in terms of different bills that are passing through state legislatures. Also science, the media, there's a laundry list of different polarization aspects, and really how this is created what's come to be called a post-truth society, and how this is internalized, I think, amongst youth, specifically with the role of the media and how this has implications for the long term. So coming from my background as a teacher and a researcher, just how can we best equip students and youth with the skills and tools to navigate these spaces, but also with a critical lens.
Right, thanks. And what are your current sources of inspiration right now?
Yeah, so I will have to say that I think we're not fully post-COVID, but post-COVID, we almost have this opportunity for a reset in terms of looking at how educational experiences, specifically for schools and students and families and communities, can really come together to provide more equitable spaces. And so we've seen a little bit of that already in schools and districts looking at curriculum and how a lot of the longstanding, specifically history curriculum, has not always included multiple perspectives or have treated them to be, mutually exclusive. We've also seen this in schools looking at how to revamp their discipline policies and procedures around school, consequences, zero tolerance policies. And so I think that those two items, along with this partnerships of community organizations that we've seen come to fruition through COVID, is really an inspiration to me. And on top of that, I think our Gen Z is a bit to be reckoned with and what we've seen from them this past year in terms of social media and protest movements.
Great. Well, I'd like to thank you very much, Tara Bartlett, for this interview.
Thank you.